Hey guys, welcome to Moe's Kitchen. Today we're gonna make a cheese souffle. Let's get started. Okay, so get your pan on medium heat, and when you hear the butter foaming and hissing, that's when you add in your flour. You're gonna add in the exact same amount of butter as you would flour. And grab your whisk and just whisk everything together, just like that, kind of into a paste. You want to cook it out for 2 to 3 minutes on medium to medium low heat. It'll depend on your pan and your cooktop. You want kind of a light blonde color, kind of like I have right now. Okay, that looks nice. Now next up, you want to add in your milk. I'm using 2 cups because I use 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. So then whisk it in, and then you want to simmer it for 10 minutes. Now at this point, some people like to add in nutmeg to your bechamel sauce. Also, you can season with salt or with pepper. Stir frequently as you simmer it for 10 minutes so it doesn't scorch the bottom of the pan. You want to keep it on medium to medium low heat. Now I'm going to check if it coats the back of a spoon. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's done. It could simmer a little longer, but you can serve as is, and that's your basic bechamel sauce. Okay, it's time to temper our eggs. If we just put them in, it's going to overcook and kind of turn to scrambled eggs. So you add a little bit of your bechamel sauce, pour it over your eggs, just like that. Now just beat them with your whisk. This is called tempering the eggs. It's going to bring the temperature up slowly, that way they're not going to curdle. Okay, so with the heat off, we're going to add in our egg yolks. We're going to whisk the entire time. There we go. Now we're going to add in our cheese. You want to use a strong cheese. I'm using a very sharp cheddar. That's the best thing for the job. There should be enough heat so this will melt just in the sauce. If it's not, you could turn on the heat for a very low setting just for a few seconds. But just keep stirring and stirring, and it will eventually just all melt in and make a nice cheesy sauce. Okay, so right now you've got 4 egg whites, because we use the 4 egg yolks. You're going to beat them on a low setting, second low setting on your hand mixer or stand mixer. Until you got a lot of bubbles forming, just keep it low. And then when you have a lot of bubbles, kind of like what I'm getting now, you want to beat it on the highest setting. And trust me, you're going to think at the beginning, this is never going to work, I'm wasting my time. But as you keep going and going and going, it's going to look a little bit like... Okay, you'll know you'll be done when you have stiff peaks. What are stiff peaks? Just go in there with your mixer and look. You can adjust it a little bit there. See how those stand up perfectly? Those are stiff peaks. Be careful, because if you beat it too much, you're going to lose all the moisture. Okay, here we have both of our batters. Now we can't just throw one in the other. So you're going to take a little bit first, divide it into 3 pieces of the foam. Don't just go mixing it in carelessly. Try to kind of fold it in a little bit, kind of like what I'm doing. And then once that's done, you're going to do the same thing with about another maybe third of the other mixture, half of it. Just take it. There we go. You could dump it all in at this moment if you want to, which I'm going to be doing. I just kind of changed my mind. And again, fold. Just keep folding it. Don't go crazy stirring it, because you could just ruin the foam. And if there's a little bit of flexes of white in here, it's not the biggest deal in the world. We're not a high-end restaurant. You're at home, and really, you won't even notice it. So just keep folding it in and folding it in until you're done. Now I have these little ramekins like the ones I used on my flan episode. I buttered them with room temperature butter, then I dusted it with a bit of cheese. You can do that with breadcrumbs if you want. It really helps out, so it won't stick, and it will taste nice. So give it a try. Okay, so next up, take your ramekins and get your mixture. Just kind of carefully spoon it in. Try to do a little bit of a neater job than I did. Yeah, try to also show it in the camera more if you're going to make your own cooking video. Bake it at about 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. And there you go, is your cheese souffle, guys. You gotta serve it right away, or else this will happen. That's okay though, souffles deflate, it's what they do. That's why you have to serve it right away, okay? You don't make it and serve it half an hour later. You can serve it right away. You don't have to cook it right away, you can wrap it and refrigerate it. Well, there's my recipe. I hope you all enjoyed. Visit my website, leave a comment, and as always guys, enjoy the video.